Richard Dent has a hat like this. Mikey, tell me who's in studio now.
Hello Chicago, how's everybody doing? She was 10 years old.
When this was taken, you were 10?
Yeah.
We're speaking to Rosita, right?
Come on, girlie. Don't be shy, cause it's
right
90.
now.
What have you done that you're like a big famous person all over Latin America?
Well, I just started singing in Chicago Theater, and there was a producer there, and he just saw me, and I made a record, and I just promoted it all around Mexico.
How old were you when all this happened?
I was 9.
You were 9 years old singing at the Chicago Theater, downtown, the Chicago Theater?
Yeah.
I almost wonder if I can just really say what I feel, you know what I mean? My real name is Rosa. Where did all of this start? So growing up in Chicago was challenging. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood where, you know, we didn't have a lot of money. My mom was a single mom, and she noticed that her daughter had some talent. I'm telling you, as young as 3 years old, my mother was chasing me around the house with a tape recorder. Sing this song. And she was like, you know what? I think that my child has talent. And she was like, I'm gonna put her in any talent show available in the city. So that's how it began. And we were creating the buzz, you know. I had so many names. Everyone called me Rosita. And that's what they call me, Rosita la Niña Prodigio. That was the big name that I had in Chicago. As a little girl, I was just like this prodigy, this child that had all this talent. And she got me in the classes, and we had a big Christmas show coming up. It ended up being this huge show at the Chicago Theater. The main girl in the play, she was the only one there that wasn't low income. The day of the performance, she came down with an illness. She was sick. She started vomiting. She had a fever. So guess who had to sing her the main song? I remember I didn't fit into the outfit because, you know, I was a little, you know, on the heavier side, and she was, you know, this really thin, perfect little girl, and they squeezed me in that thing, and I was running up and down that stage singing Navidad, Navidad, forget it. Out in the audience, there was a huge producer, huge. He was a manager and producer who just happened to produce and manage one of the biggest Latin artists in the world. And I don't know, I see it as just luck, you know, fate. No one wanted to give my information to him, because you know how it is. So he went through hell trying to get my information, but he finally found it, and he called my mother. And he was like, you know, I'm really interested in starting a project with your daughter, and I know she's a little girl, but she has all this talent. And you know, we never been outside of Chicago. It was just this huge project. So he was like, but it requires you moving to California. Coming from from the situation that we were in, you know, we saw this huge opportunity. Like, who the hell gets an opportunity like that? Right there, Studio City, California, where all the artists and big time actors live. Like, my neighbors were Arsenio Hall and Paula Abdul. Like, it was amazing, the experience we had. So And I'm going to say some things that were good and not so good. They painted like this beautiful picture. They were going to try to get me in with EMI Latin music. They were going to try to have me do a duet with Jose Feliciano. I didn't know who the hell he was. I was only 8, 9 years old. So we recorded the videos. I met Jose Feliciano. We recorded a video at his house in New Jersey. In Connecticut, not New Jersey, in Connecticut. We recorded the video. It was a wonderful experience. He was sweet, so sweet. He was so funny. Oh my God. I don't think anyone's ever made me laugh so much like that man did. He's funny guy. Made me feel comfortable. I saw him as just an old man. At that point, I was 9. I was 8, 9 years old. I was like, who is this old man that I'm recording with? But anyway, later on in life, I started to realize, wow, like what the hell? Who does that? Who records a song and a video with Jose Feliciano? Like, who the hell does that? Amigos que son de verdad, nunca te olvidan, siempre te ayudarán. My world was playing with my dolls, eating ice cream, playing outside. My mom was the one doing it with everyone. If you ask me if I remember these people's faces, I don't even remember them. A lot of my childhood was taken away. Because of that, it was a big deal. It was this little girl who was about to sign a deal with EMI Latin in Mexico. And my life completely changed. There was no more playing outside with my friends. There was no more going to the store to get me toys. All of that was done. And it became a routine. I was taken out of school for a while. I was homeschooled. And they would wake me up really early because, like I said, I was a little heavy set. They weren't too happy with my weight. They said that I needed to lose weight. So because of that, they never let me eat ice cream. They never let me eat the things that kids love to eat. So that was one thing that was taken away from me. And being an artist, you have responsibilities, right? But as a young child, I didn't understand that. So it became a fight. Like every time that I had to go jogging, going to the gym, that was torture for me. I didn't want to do those things. I wanted to ride my bike. So I remember a point where I didn't want to jog. And my manager, he would grab my neck from the back and squeeze it. And he would say, no, you have to. So that was the first part of the reality of what I was into and what I was doing. And I'm sorry if this is uncut, right? So I have to say how it is. I don't see anything wrong with someone older doing these things and having some discipline, right? Because as you're older, you're like, yeah, I do have to get up. I do have to go to the gym. Like, this is something that I have to do if I want to make it, if I want to have a career. But as a child, I wasn't understanding these things. For some reason, they didn't like my hair color. So they would force me to dye it like a really dark color. And then I would jump in the pool and let the chlorine take it all out. Forget it. I would do things just to piss them off. Even though I was enjoying recording all these songs and I was enjoying everything, I wasn't enjoying the sacrifices that I had to do. I didn't want to wear the outfits that they were forcing me to wear. They, put all these braids, like a whole bunch of little braids. That would take like 5 hours to do. 3 to 5 hours. And I absolutely hated doing that. And I didn't want that hairstyle. I didn't want it. They would also force me to tan a lot. They said that that I needed to look tropical, that I needed to look, more Latin. And they were just trying to change me completely. And remember, I was a little girl. I didn't know what was going on. The good side of it was that I blew up. I met so many people. Oh my God. And I'm going to say names. I don't care. I met huge Omar Alfano, which is a huge writer. He wrote so many songs for Mark Anthony. So the album came out and the album blew up. It blew up. EMI released it and it was like #1 in so many stations in Mexico. Like, they were like, well, this song is doing so well, we're moving to Mexico.